The professor has expressed that it is his wish that we would all meet in the drawing room at 1 o'clock. That being in 1/4 hour, at which time he has some magnificent thing to share with the rest of the world.
Some business matter, probably.
Business matter? What business matter? That man has no business. He sits around and he writes and he grumbles and he envies the world, and that's...
Uncle, stop it.
And her stalking around here morbid with laziness, a panorama of inaction.
Must you prate all day? Must you go on always? Oh, I'm tired and bored. Is there nothing to do here?
There's no lack of things to do if you wish to do them.
Oh, tell me what.
Teach, treat the sick,
Oh,
care for the estate.
oh.
Before you and Papa came, Uncle Vanya and I would sell market.
It doesn't interest me. In ideological novels, people suddenly jump up and say that they're going to teach or treat the sick. But how should I do that? Just suddenly, just...
If you did it, you'd be drawn to it. You're bored. I know. There's no end to it either. It's contagious. Uncle Vanya here has it. Does nothing but follow you around like a cloud on a leash. Put down my own work to come over and chat. I've grown so lazy. And the doctor, who used to come once a month, if that, is now here every day and lives under your spell.
My spell?
You sorceress.
Yes, you with the blood of murder.
Will you shut up?
I'm sorry,
This cruel,
I'm sorry.
cruel.
Forgive me, please, I'm sorry.
An angel of patience would become short with you.
Please.
Admit it.
A peace offering. I present you with a bouquet of roses. A bouquet of roses that I had the foresight to obtain this morning. A beautiful bouquet of sad autumn roses.
Sad autumn roses.
Already September. How are we supposed to live another winter here?
Let's get it opening out.
Where's the doctor?
He's in Uncle Vanya's room. He's writing something. I'm glad you left. I need to talk to you.
About what?
About what?
Oh, there.
I'm plain.
Well, you have beautiful hair.
No, the homely woman is told, oh, you have beautiful hair. I have loved him for 6 years. I love him more than my own mother. My own mother. I hear him all the time. I feel his hands. I look at the doorway and I think, at any moment, I keep coming to you to talk about him. He's here and he looks right through me. I have no hope and I know it. I can't stop myself from going up and talking to him. I look in his eyes. I confessed to Uncle Vanya yesterday. All the servants know I'm in love with him. Everybody knows.
What does he think?
He doesn't notice me.
Ah, he's a strange man. Do you know what? Let me approach him. I'll be most discreet, a most gentle hint. Yes? Really, how much must you live in uncertainty? Yes? The question, he loves you or no? Can that really be hard to know? Yes or no? And if it's no, let him stop coming here. Yes. Well begun is nearly done. We'll put the question. He wanted to show me some maps. Tell him I want him.
You'll tell me the truth.
I will. Because I believe that the truth, no matter how bad, is as bad as uncertainty. I promise you.
You wish to see his maps.
That's right.
But in uncertainty, at least.
Yes? Oh, excuse me.
No. No, you're right.
Lord, what is worse than knowing someone's secret and standing by powerless? Clearly the man cares nothing for her. Oh, the poor girl. Vanya said that mermaid's blood runs through my veins for once in my life to indulge myself. Well, should I not do that? For once in my life. As the man said, for once in my life to fly away from all of these dull faces, this sameness, this death in life. Why shouldn't I? The great coward that I am. When every day the man comes here and I know every day the reason that he comes. Oh, I am stained already and I should fall on my knees and beg for someone's forgiveness.
Good morning.
Good morning.
You wanted to see my drawings.
Yesterday you said you had some maps to show me?
I have them. Are you free?
Yes.
Where were you born?
In Petersburg.
And where did you study?
The conservatory.
Ah, well, you may find that this won't interest you.
Well, no. Why not? It's true I don't know the country. The topography. But I've read a great deal.
I have my own work table in this house, in Ivan Petrovich's room. And when I'm at the point of extreme exhaustion, I forsake my practice and steal away an hour or two at my maps. And I'm warm. Everything is quiet. I'm at peace. I hear the crickets chirping outside. Totally at peace. Once a month or so, not so very often. All right, look here. We have a map of our district as it was 50 years ago. The light and the dark greens indicate the forests, and as you can see, half of the whole is wooded. Where we have green crosshatched with red, we have the ranges of elk, wild goats, and we show both the flora and the fauna here. On the lake, we have the ranges of swans, geese, ducks, the power of the birds, as the old folks would say. They would say, as far as the eye could see and farther, a cloud of birds all flying. We have the villages, the hamlets, here and there, the small various farms, and cattle. Great horned cattle. These are marked by blue. And horses. As you can see in this district, the blue is laid on very thick. Great herds were kept, and each household had, on average, 3 horses, and so on. And here, 25 years have passed. As we can see, only 1/3 of the area is wooded. Goats are gone. We still see elk occasionally, but the blue and the green are disappearing, and so on. As we go down to the 3rd rendition, where we have the district as it is today, we have no more solid green, just the occasional patch. The swans, the geese, the ducks have all disappeared. The grouse are gone, the game birds, and we see no trace of the old settlements. In short, what we have here is a perfect picture of gradual and relentless decay, which in 10 or 12 more years will be totally complete. And you say, fine. You say, deep cultural influences are at work and the old life must gradually make way for the new. And I would agree with you In place of our decimated forests, we had industry, railroads, schools under construction. If the general populace were happier, in better health, better employed, but what do we have here? We have the same swamps and the same mosquitoes, the same typhus, diphtheria, rickets, the same diseases of poverty, so that what we see is this: a struggle for existence that is beyond human strength, where we degenerate in ignorance and sloth. And so man, freezing, starving, diseased man, in order to preserve his last vestige of life, to save his children, reaches out reflexively to stave this hunger, warm him, feed him, in his animal fear, and destroys, with no thought for tomorrow. You can see that this doesn't interest you.
Well, I understand so little of it.
What's there to understand? It just doesn't interest you.
Well, it's true my mind's on other things. Forgive me.
Not at all.
And what preoccupied me was, in fact, well, I don't know where quite to begin.
Please.
Well, it was an interrogation.
An interrogation.
Yes, a harmless one, if I may. Will you please sit down? This matter concerns a friend of mine. A young friend of mine. Oh, do you think, as people of the world, may we speak frankly?
Of course.
And the things we speak of, we never spoke of at all. Do you understand?
I do.
This matter concerns my stepdaughter, Sonia.
Yes.
How do you feel about her?
I respect her.
And your feelings for her as a woman?
My feelings of her.
Yes.
I have none.
2 words and I'm done. You haven't by chance remarked her attitude towards you?
No.
Right. I see. Well, you don't love Sonia, and you will not. Now she's suffering, and I ask that you no longer come here.
Well, I see that I stay. I really don't have the time to keep coming here.
Oh, what a sordid interview. Oh, forgive me. It feels as if I've worked 2 days in the field. Well, you must go. You see that? Well, I've turned quite red.
If even 1 month ago you'd asked me.
No.
Yes. Then I might have considered it, but, well, if she's suffering, if the poor girl's suffering. I understand.
You understand what?
Well, to belabor the obvious, when you know how one has to feel towards Sonia, yet you call me in here for an interrogation.
I don't understand.
Yes, and I walk into your little trap, don't I? All worry over the poor girl's feelings. What do you feel as a man, dear doctor? Why do you keep coming here every day, all month? Could we know your true feelings? All right, I'll tell you. I'll confess it without the charade. I'm yours. I surrender. I'm yours. Take me away.
Oh, are you out of your mind?
Lord, you're timid. I confessed it. Your sweet ruse has forced it out of me.
I will tell you something. I am better than you think. I am nobler than you think. I swear it to you.
All right. All right, I'll take my leave with you. This is the last of me. Where shall we meet? Quickly, say it quickly while we have a moment. One kiss.
I swear before God.
No need to swear, no need for words at all. How beautiful you are.
Please leave me.
You tell me where we're going to meet tomorrow. Tell me.
No.
It's over. It's decided.
Oh, have
tell
pity
me.
on me.
I surely won't. By the orchard. 2 o'clock, yes?
Oh, no.
Well, never mind it then, I guess.
Oh, God.
And today, my dear friend, the weather, sun's out and it's turned into what we must say is a splendid afternoon. Winter crops are quite good, actually. Only mark against them is that the days have grown short. And what can anyone do about that?
I will entreat you to use all. Make sure my husband and I quit this place at once.
Yes.
Did you hear what I said? Tell me you heard what I said. We are leaving here today.
Perhaps 2 days, and I myself haven't given so much as well. My head especially.
Please ask the others in here.
I believe that they're already here.
Well, then you can be seated. Please, thank you.
What did he say?
Not now.
You're shivering. Why are you shivering? You won't be coming around here anymore. Right? That's it, yes? Tell it to me, yes?
You know, an old man could reconcile himself to ill health, but I simply cannot live a country life. I wasn't made out for it. I feel like I've been spun off this earth and somehow landed right here, and I just don't belong in. Sonia! Fine. She's ignoring me. Well, now if I may, like a sunflower, turn your little attentive head.
I'm not needed here, that about this.
No, you're needed here. You have all.
What do you require?
Require? Have I angered you? If I angered you, I'm deeply sorry.
Sorry. What do you want?
Here's Maria. Well, now we can begin. I've summoned you here today to inform you that an Inspector General has chosen to pay us a visit. Well, now in a more serious vein, I've asked you here today for your help and guidance, knowing in full graciousness that I shall receive them. I am a scholar. I'm a man of books. I've long been a stranger to the intricacies, the vagaries of business life. I couldn't help but get by without the guidance of practical folk. Now, that's why I've asked you here today, as an old man, but not one who sees from his old age, mane omnes una nas. The tide happens to us all, and at the end of his life he turns to regulate the questions of his property insofar as they concern those around him, his family. My life is over, but I possess a young wife and a daughter still a child, and for us to continue living a country life is simply not possible. Nor could we live in town on the income of the magnitude in which the estate provides. Now we could perhaps sell the forest, but that'd be a both extreme and non-renewable source. Once sold, it would yield no further income. Now, where could we search to find a permanent and definite means of support? Well, I've thought long and hard, and I think I've found a solution, and I now have the honor of presenting it to you. In broad strokes, a general outline. This estate yields on average a gain of, say, 2%. I propose we sell it. And with the proceeds, invest in the interest-bearing bonds that on average yield an income of 4 to 5%. Now, 4 to 5. With the surplus of sufficient funds, we could purchase a small villa in Finland.
I'm sorry, excuse me, I'm sorry. Please, could you repeat what you just said?
Well, with the proceeds of my sale, then we could invest
Yes.
in interest-bearing bonds and then buy a small villa in Finland.
No, not the Finland part, not the Finland part, the proceeds. The proceeds from what?
My sale of the estate.
Yeah. See, you wish to sell the estate.
Well, yes, I propose that we sell.
Oh, you proposed to. See, I live here, and my mother here too, and Sonia, where do you expect us to go?
Well, One can't answer everything at once, how can he?
No, one can't, can they? Speaking of human ignorance, it was always my understanding this estate belonged to Sonia here.
Well, yes.
Seeing as my father bought it as a dowry for my sister, and in my ignorance to look upon the law, I had always assumed it'd be passed down to Sonia here.
Well, well, to who disputes it, certainly of course the estate belongs to Sonia without whose consent I wouldn't even think to sell it, but for whose benefit shall it be sold? Well, for Sonia's.
Am I out of my mind? Am I making any sense at all? Why do we listen to...
Do as Alexander says, because he's far better than me when it's right.
Someone please give me a glass of water. You know what? Say whatever you have to say. Say whatever you have to.
Why is it that you inflame yourself at me? Do I say that my plan is ideal? It's a plan. If it's found unsuitable, I shall discard it.
Your Excellency.
Please.
If I may, you know I possess, over and above my reverence for your learning, a feeling of kinship to you as well, which makes me close to you. Now, my brother, his brother-in-law...
Waffles, not right now, please. We're talking business, please.
All right.
Thank you. Ask him.
What am I to ask him?
My father bought this estate from his uncle.
Did he now?
Yes, he did. For a price of 95,000 rubles. Now, are you listening? Pay very close attention to what I'm saying. He made a down payment of 70,000 rubles, leaving an outstanding debt of 25 rubles. All right, follow me very, very closely. This estate could not have been bought had I not renounced my share of my inheritance in favor of my sister, of whom I dearly loved, and additionally, had I not toiled like an ox for the last 10 years to discharge the remaining debt, which I have done. This estate now stands debt-free thanks to my efforts, thanks to what I have done. And what you propose to do is throw me and my family out in the snow.
I don't understand what you think you're trying to accomplish.
For 25 years, you have paid me a magnificent sum of 500 rubles a year. 500 rubles a year, and you have not thought once about the man at work for you, have you? You have not thought once about raising.
I'm not a practical man. You could have risen that at any time you'd chosen.
You're right. You know what? I should have stolen. You all despise me now because I'm not a thief, and had I been, I wouldn't be a pauper now.
Jonathan,
For 25 years, my mother and I have lived in this house like mice in a wall.
Understand what you
Our
think
thoughts
you're trying
and
to
our feelings
accomplish.
turn towards you and your genius. We bask in you. We would sit on this couch. We sit on this couch and we would read your periodicals. And
Stop him now or I'm leaving.
Which, quite frankly, now fill me with disgust.
John!
You were a magic being to all of us, but now my eyes are open. I see you for what you really are. You write about art, but you don't know the first thing about it, do you? You are a fool and a philistine, scratching at the leavings of your betters. You have built.
I insist you stop.
No, I will not stop. I will not stop. I'm not finished.
What
you
right do you have to
You
speak
have ruined
now?
my life. You have ruined my life. I was
What do you want? You are nothing.
Oh,
You're nothing. You want the estate? Take it. It's yours. I have no need of it.
I can't stand this hell. Do you hear me? I can't take it any longer. I'm leaving.
I can't. I'm going.
my life is a waste. I wasted everything. Talent, intelligence, courage. I could have been the next Schopenhauer. I could have been the next Dostoevsky. I could have designed a new philosophy. What am I saying? Mom, please. Please help me. What am I supposed to do? Please help me. What am I supposed to do?
do as Alexander says.
Okay. You think you can forgive me? You... Okay.
John?
My friends,
John!
inform me what is going on here? I want that man out of this house. Do you hear me? I'm not kidding. If he is not out of here, I am leaving. Take him into town, into an outhouse. I don't care. I cannot live under the same roof as that man. That nothing of a man.
We are leaving here today.
Papa, please. Please be merciful. Uncle Vanya and I, we are so unhappy. Do you remember when we were younger, Uncle Vanya and I would stay up late translating your texts for you? Do you remember that? We never spent a kopeck on ourselves. We sent it all to you. Uncle Vanya and I earned our bread. I'm not saying this right, but please He's trying to understand. Please be merciful.
Alexander, have it out with him. Have it out with him now. I beg you.
Right. I shall speak to him.
Thank you.
Did I accuse him of something?
No,
What did I accuse him of?
nothing.
I'm not angry with him, but his actions are strange, charitably strange. I just... Right, for you two, I shall speak to him.
Be gentle. Be calm. Try to calm him.
Oh, no. There are my sweet little orphan girls. They're there. These geese cackle and then they stop. I promise. They cackle and then they stop. Are you cold? No. Then why are you shaking? There, I'll get you some linden tea and some raspberries and everything will be okay.
Stop him! He's gone mad!
Give me the gun! Kill me! Take me away from here! I can't stay here.
Mama, they won't let me out. Mama, they're mating at night.
There's not much left.
Calling for us soon
Mm-hmm.
to say goodbye. We've already pulled out for the horses.
Yes.
They're going to Clark to live there.
So much the better, dear.
We've had a bad trauma here. Elena keeps saying, I don't know what to stay here. She keeps saying, we must go. We'll stay in Kharkov for a while. And then send her. They're traveling like
Yes.
it seems to really, they were not desperate. We just checked out.
So much the better, Waffles, dear.
Seem worthy of an artist's pen.
Waffles. My old eyes can't stand it any longer. They can't. But you know what? You know what, Waffles, dear? I have faith. I have faith that someday we will be happy again, and we will live like a true family again. And we'll sit and we'll have our tea at 7 and dinner at noon, and we'll sup together at the table like a real Christian family.
Would you leave me alone, please? Please, for the love of God, if it's only for just an hour, leave me alone. Spare me this bodyguard, please.
Come, Waffles, dear. The gander, Gah, 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 gah.
Leave me alone, Astrov, please. Please.
For my part, with the greatest joy, I should have left a long time ago. As I said, though, I will not until you return what you took from me.
I didn't take anything from you.
Vanya, I'm speaking to you in all frankness. Do not detain me. I should have left long ago.
I don't have anything of yours.
All right. All right, then, I'll sit here, and if you'll oblige me, subdue you, bind you, and search you. Is that what you want?
I don't care. Do whatever you have to. Do whatever you want. I don't care. Do you want to know the worst part about it? I shot twice. And I missed twice. And for that, I will never forgive myself.
If the mood for shooting struck you, why not shoot yourself?
Myself. You know, I saw what you did.
That's right. I did. And you can go to hell.
You know, the war, you're not mad. It's just the world that's mad to support
That's
you.
quite poetic.
I'm a madman. Remember, I'm insane. I can say whatever I want. I'm not responsible.
That's a lovely trick. you
Is
know.
it?
You're not mad, you know.
What am I?
You're a fool. I used to think the foolish, the deranged, the irresponsible were sick. They're not sick. They're normal. You're quite well.
I'm so ashamed. I'm so ashamed. How do I do this every day? How do I live like this? What can I do?
Nothing.
No, please. How can one start? Like, how do I start over? How can I start anew? How does
Will
one
you
start?
shut up? What are you plaguing me with to start anew? We cannot start anew. You or I, this or that, what we're living, this is our life.
Is it?
Quite.
Give me something, please. I have pain. Here,
Stop
please.
it. Listen to me. 100, 200 years from now, people who come after us, do you know what they'll feel? They'll despise us for our stupid and insipid lives. And perhaps they will know how to be happy. But for us, but for you and I, there's but one hope. And that hope is this, that when we are dead, lying in our graves, visions may visit us, and that they will be of peace. Give me what you took.
I didn't take anything.
Vanya, you stole a large vial of morphine from a medicine case.
No, I did
If you're
not.
set on killing yourself, get your gun and go out to the woods, but give me back the drug, otherwise people will think I gave it to you. It's enough I'll pronounce you dead and cut you open. Do you think I'll enjoy that?
I don't have it.
Sonia, your uncle has filched a vial of morphine from me and
No.
will not return it.
Is this true?
It is true.
No.
Please tell him it's rather dowdy of him, and if nothing else, I must go and must have it returned.
Uncle, give it back.
I don't. Sonia,
Am I more happy than you? Am I? Do I go around despairing? No, I bear my life, and I shall until my life comes to its natural end, and so shall you. Please, just give it back. Give it to me. Just please, give it back.
Fine. Here, have the damn thing.
Thank you.
Thank you. Now, if that's all, I really must go.
Ivan Petrovich, Alexander has something he wishes to say. Please go to him.
Go, Vanya. Come, we'll go together. You have to make up with Papa. You know that.
I'm leaving. Goodbye.
Leaving. Already.
The horses are here.
Goodbye.
Today you promised me that you would go away from here.
Yes, I remember. I will. Presently. You're frightened.
Oh, you're a funny man.
Am I?
Yes, and I am angry with you.
I'm sorry.
But I will look on you with pleasure.
Why is that?
You're an original. I'll say it. Why hide it? I was taken with you. I was tempted by you. Well, good. Shake hands, part as friends. I don't want you to think ill on me.
Goodbye. You know, I'll tell you something. You see, I'm sure you're a good, warm-hearted person, but what is there in your nature? Something. Here you come, you and your husband, and industrious people drop their work, neglect their duties, administering to you, talking of you, buzzing around you, worrying about your husband's gout or your thoughts on this or the other thing, and all become entangled in your idleness. How is that? I was infected. One whole month, and I didn't do a thing. People are falling ill. Peasants are allowing their cattle to graze in my newly planted trees. All I care about is decaying. You and your husband, wherever you go, you seem to spread decay. I overstated myself. And yet, I feel if you'd stayed, something terrible would have come to pass. For me, and for you. So, finita la comedia. Go. And goodbye,
Well, I wish you the best.
as I wish you.
Whatever. Whatever. Oh, for once in my life. I must go.
Well, your horses are ready. You should be off.
I think that they're coming. Yes.
So be it.
Well, let bygones be bygones. I have lived so much in these past 4 hours, and I've thought so much. I feel I could compose a treatise on posterity on how one ought to live, but I most gladly accept your apology, and I hope that you accept mine as well.
Yes, well, you will see the same payment as usual, at the same time. Everything will be as before. Everything will stay the same.
Maria?
Alexander, please sit for the photograph never sent to me. Precious you are to me.
Goodbye, Your Excellency. Farewell. Don't forget us.
Farewell. Farewell, farewell. I thank you all for your thoughts, your company, your impulses. I thank you. Farewell. Let an old man season his farewell with a bit of advice. It's not enough to think in this world. One must work. One must do some real work in the real world. There's no greater joy in a man's life than putting forth some quality work. And with that, I wish you all the best. Farewell.
Please forgive me. We'll never see each other again.
Farewell, my dear. Farewell.
Waffles.
Yes.
While they're at it, have them ready my horses.
My friend. I will.
Not going to see them all?
Let them go where they need to go. I don't care. I need to turn my hand to something. I need to do some work.
Well, they're gone. I imagine the professor must be thrilled. God himself couldn't lure that man back here.
They're gone.
They're gone. God grant them the best. Uncle, what should we do now?
Work.
What a long while it's been since we've been here together. I think the ink is gone. Now that they're gone, I'm sad.
Oh. Well, they're gone, Time we'll get back to work.
All right, well, let's start with the accounts. They are in a wretched state. We have a note from a man today that says, "This is the third time I've asked for my balance. You do this one, I'll do the next one, and so on."
So, to the account of on January 3rd.
Mercy.
In the stillness, pens are scratching. Crickets are chirping. No, I don't feel like leaving. Oh, my horses. Well, it seems that all it's lacking is my goodbye.
No, Astrop, stay a while,
I can't.
Dr. Ashcroft, your horses are here.
Yes, I heard them. Thank you. Exercise extreme caution with this, please, and with the portfolio as well.
Yes.
Wow.
When shall we see you again?
I'm not sure. Hardly before summer, I think. Not at all this winter. Of course, if you should need me. I thank you all for your hospitality, for your kindness. Thank you for everything. And, old one, farewell.
Here. For your help.
No. Don't see me off. Goodbye. All the best to you. Goodbye.
Amount of 12,000 pounds. January 4th.
It's gone.
He's gone.
You know, if only you knew how hard it is for me. If only you knew how. You know what? You can't. Can't.
What can we do? All that we can do is live. We will live through a long row of days and the endless evenings, and will bear up under the trials fate has sent us. We will constantly toil for others now and for the rest of our days. And when we come to die, we'll die submissively. From beyond the grave, we will testify that we suffered that we've wept, that we've known bitterness, and God will take pity on us. You and I, dear Uncle, God will take pity on us, and we shall live a life of radiant beauty and grace. And we will look back on this life of ours, and we'll smile. And in this new life we shall rest. I have faith. I have a passionate faith that we shall rest. We shall rest to the songs of the angels in a firmament array of jewels. And we'll look down and we will see all the evil in the world and all our sufferings bathed in a perfect mercy. I have faith. Uncle, you're crying. I know that you've known no joy in your life, Uncle, but wait, and only wait. We shall rest. We shall rest. Uncle.